Well, welding classes start tomorrow.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You don't look ready. That's better.
I even got a chipping hammer.
Oh, is that a store-bought chipping hammer? I would rather my daughter tell me her favorite Star Wars character is Jar Jar Binks than use a store-bought chipping hammer. Let's fix this. Everything here was practically free from the scrapyard. Most of this is going to become hooks, but Jewell needs a chipping hammer. Yeah, here we go. This is a 12-inch mill bastard, so we're going to make 2 chipping hammers. These wrenches are shot. Don't lose any sleep over these wrenches. This one's pretty cool. It's J. Williams and Company. Super adjustable. I cleaned them up and squirted some WD-40. They're too far gone to. I mean, I'm sure you could get them going, but it's not worth it. And this one doesn't close up all the way and barely open. Anyway, shed no tears for these wrenches. Ooh. Putting these in vinegar to clean them. Why not? Come back, check this later. It's cleaned a lot of the rust off. And it's cleaned a lot of the rust off. Wow. Another handle. Yeah. We got 2 handles, we might as well make 2 chipping hammers. Youngin' better really appreciate this because it is 106 degrees in the shop right now. And I'm about to light the forge. God help us all. And now we're just annealing the file. Go ahead and forge and shape the springs down. cut it, and then we'll forge the other end. Now with the file, this time I'm not going to bury it in vermiculite. I'm just going to leave it in the forge and shut it off, so it'll be kind of a halfway annealing, about halfway between annealing and normalizing, I guess. But it'll still soften it for cutting and grinding. Cutting this guy off at 6 inches. Relatively simple what we're doing here. I'm just marking it so we can cut it to length. Cutting it 6 inches is going to cut the rat tail off, and then Jewell can grind it to shape. Now we're marking off the part for Jewell to grind off. More than that. There you go. Get in there. Now that we got two pretty shiny chipping hammer heads, let's harden them and get them covered in funky old oil. Okay, to harden these, first we got to heat them up to critical temperature, little past non-magnetic. Then we're going to quench them in oil. Right. So we're going to check, magnet's not sticking to it, into the quench. Turn it around good. We'll just set it to the side to cool off. Good. All the way in, turn it around, all the way in. Good. Comes in and on. So our two chipping hammer heads are hardened, so now we're going to polish them a little bit, weld them on the handles, and then we'll temper them back.
I'm going to tack my head on my handle real quick.
each other. Nice looking bead, Jewel. You know, tagging mine now. Alright, there you go. Jewel's working on tempering hers back. We're going to run a purple or maybe a yellow to the end of each of the cutting ones. Okay, you see that straw color? We want that to reach each of the tips at the same time. And then we're going to pull this out of the vise and head back over to the oil. Okay. Alright, this is a straw on the little end. Back into the quench. Locker on this side, shop towels. We're gonna do mine a little quicker. Alright, same deal. So here we go, 2 shop-made chipping hammers. Both a little unique, hardened, tempered, good to go. Ready to knock some slag off. So while I guess you could get by with something like that.
Daddy, you said only trash uses store-bought chipping hammers.
Well, yeah, that's true. If you do get by with something like that, you are trash. So make your own chipping hammers. Trash. Well, we got Jewel a chipping hammer. I made another one for in the shop here. Jewel, how do you feel about this chipping hammer?
It's definitely cooler.
As opposed to the store-bought chipping hammer. That's right, she's learning. Lesson number 1, don't use a store-bought chipping hammer. So what do you use for a chipping hammer? Do you have some sort of custom-made chipping hammer that you made? Or something else? All right, y'all behave yourselves.